Good morning. It's 3 a.m. I tell you, I hate it sometimes when I wake up from a nightmare of a dream and I can't go back to sleep. This happens too much, guys. Remember me telling you sometimes these videos can be personal? Well, here's one of the things. I go through this stuff a lot, and I do mean a lot. I wake up from a horrible dream. I can't go back to sleep. 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I go in there, sit in my chair for a little bit until my head clears up and try to go back to sleep. Today's plans, well, when morning actually gets here, well, it's kind of morning now. I got yard work to do, but before I do yard work, I got other things to do around the house. And I do yard work that evening. Yeah, God, I hate this. Because along with bad dreams, it goes anxiety in. I just can't go back to sleep. Well, guys, I'm not going to do a whole video out here in the dark. I'm going to go back in, try to go back to sleep, and we'll see you guys in a few hours. Wish me luck. That was a heck of a doozy this morning, wasn't it? The vlog entry? Let me explain. Alright. It was basically a nightmare, okay? And I have these nightmares pretty much once a week right now. Sometimes they're every month, but when my stress level gets high, I have them once a week, and I think that's the cause of all these nightmares. But let me tell you a little bit about the nightmare real quick. Okay. I dreamt, which I didn't know at the time, it was a dream, that a phone call came in the middle of the night. And it was my doctor. And we're going to walk as I talk, okay? Because I just got done walking 5 miles, I'm cooling down. And it was my doctor, and the doctor was trying to get hold of me. I don't remember all the words right now, because it's been many hours since then. But anyway, I'll tell you pretty much what the doctor was saying. He was giving me the worst possible news a doctor can give somebody, and asking me to get a hold of him as soon as possible. And it says, I'm very sorry, Mike, but you need to get a hold of me as soon as possible. And he gave me the worst news you could possibly imagine. So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, in bed, I was like, what? So I turn over to my wife and I shake her a little bit. I say, did you hear that message? Now, you got to remember, my wife, in her sleep, it's not easy to wake her up. And no matter what you ask her in her sleep, it's always going to be yes. So my wife's like, yes. I was like, oh. So I get up out of bed, and immediately my blood pressure is through the roof. My heart is beating. My panic and anxiety is just at tops. I go over to my chair, and I sit down, and I'm trying to put it all together. I was like, what? I gotta call this doctor back. I gotta find out what's going on. And it was about 15 minutes before I realized, I was like, wait a minute. The phone call came in on a landline, because it had to be on the landline for my answer machine to pick up. I don't have a landline. I haven't had a landline telephone in 2 years, and I haven't had an answer machine in 2 years. So immediately I look over to the left of my cell phone. I was like, look and see if I had any voice messages, like it's going to have a loudspeaker on it if I did, and there was nothing there, of course. And I was like, wait a minute here. This was just a nightmare. I don't have no landline. I don't have no answer machine. So I got my act together about 5 more minutes, and that's when I went outside and did the video clip that you guys just seen. Guys, my stress level runs high. It runs over a lot. I want you to pretend that you are a cup. Okay, pretend that I'm a cup. Yes, I'm a cup. I don't know what kind of cup. Maybe a glass. And let's pretend that water is stress. Now, my cup can hold a lot of water, right? But if you keep pouring the water's going to overfill. Well, I keep getting poured on with stress, and the stress overfills, and it comes out in my dreams. And when it comes out in my dreams, it comes in forms of nightmares. Horrible dreams. And if you ever had a nightmare, it takes your mind a while to compute. Well, after I got done talking to you guys, I came back inside, and it took me about an hour or so before I fully calmed down and I was able to go back to bed. Time I went back to bed, I looked at the time and I was like, shoot, I got to get up anyway. That's 6 a.m., so I might as well stay up, and I did. Stayed up, got my son off to school, and then pretty much did my thing, on the through of my day. Came home afternoon, late afternoon, very late, had me a lunch, and I went and took myself a nap. Got up, did some bicycle work that I was hoping to ride tonight, but it's getting late. And here I am. But, you know, this ain't the only type of nightmares I have. I have 2 different types of nightmares. Hey, I'm right by the pool again. Yeah. I don't want to do all my videos here, but it's just the way they're turning out. The other form of nightmare I have about twice a year, every 6 months. And this is a different type of nature of a nightmare. This nightmare is just pure evil. And it has to do with the devil, Satan, Lucifer, whatever you might want to call him. And I can't really get into 100% what it's about, but let's just say he captures me and I have to escape. And it's the same recurring nightmare, the same thing, the same place, the same thing happens every 6 months. It's the same identical nightmare. Now, it does make me wonder, all the years I was a ghost hunter, does something attach itself to me? I don't know. But I have this reoccurring nightmare every 6 months, and it's scary. Well, the one last night was scary too, of course, but this it's just downright gets to you. Leave me comments, guys. Tell me about your nightmares. And tell me how long does it take you to snap out of them? It'd be nice to know right away something's a nightmare, but like I said, it took 15-20 minutes, me sitting in the chair, to realize I don't have an answer machine. And of course, you know, it's not that simple. Immediately you would think your body will calm down. Oh, and you'd be fine. No, not me. Once I hit that anxiety full force, my blood pressure's way up. It takes a while. Women's restroom. The men's is right there. These restrooms, well, they're locked now, but through the summer months, these are a godsend. And they actually last year they had them open in fall time too. And they're a godsend sometimes when you need them, but through the winter months they're locked. But anyway, guys, yeah. Leave me comments, you know. Tell me about your old nightmare. Tell me how long does it take to snap out of them. But right now, I'm getting ready to head home, do the supper thing. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm off this weekend. And I'm not sure what's planned. I don't have no money to do anything. It all went to bills like it always does. And let me know how your Saturday, or no, don't let me know how your Saturday is. Tell me about your nightmares, okay, guys? And as you notice, I have been answering some comments, okay? The last 2 videos I did were pretty intense. So, I see somebody has some beautiful dogs they're walking. Alright, guys, until next time, come on. Let's get out of here. Hey, everybody, you can now send me mail. Junk mail, any kind of mail, it doesn't matter. Postcards, because now I got a P.O. box. So, the link's down in the description. Check it out and send me something. Yeah?